Hey, what's up guys? Brian Kelly here from Zombie Guitar. Here in today's video, I just want to talk about the uniqueness of the guitar and how it applies specifically to arpeggios. So when I say the uniqueness, I'm talking about the fact that there's always going to be more than one way to play the exact same thing. So for example, if you look at a piano and you want to play the C major scale, for example, you're going to start on the note C, which is a white key, and then you can play up through the white keys, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, until you get to the next C, and that's your C major scale. You could also play the same thing in reverse, but that's the only way to play the C major scale. You can either go ascending or descending. There's one single pathway. If I want to play the C major scale on the guitar, there's multiple ways to do so. Let's look at like 6 of them right now. So if I want to start on this note C right here on the 8th fret of the low E string, and I want to play the note C, D, E, F, G, A, and B, which is the C major scale, I can play it like this. I can play the exact same thing, but I can use my pinky. I could put it on the note C. I could play the exact same thing. I could start on the note C. I could play everything on the E string if I wanted to. Maybe I want to play 3 notes on the E string, then move to the A string, and then finish out the scale on the A string. Alright, so that was a bunch of ways right there. So maybe instead of starting on this C right here, 8th fret of the low E string, I could start on the exact same C, which is right here on the 3rd fret of the A string. So I could play the C major scale. Maybe I'll just play it all on the A string. Or maybe I want to play it like this. Or maybe I want to play it like this. So, what was that? 7 ways, 8 ways, I don't even know. And I could have played it more ways. And that's just the C major scale. So everything on the guitar, there's like multiple ways to play it. So in this video here, we're going to look at multiple ways of playing major and minor arpeggios. Hey, thanks for checking out this video. If you like this type of music theory for guitarists type of content and you want to see everything that I have to offer, definitely stop by and check out zombieguitar.com. Zombieguitar.com is the ultimate music theory for guitarists website. It covers everything from beginner, intermediate, advanced, and everything in between. We just study the fretboard inside and out, all the different visualization systems, the 3-note per string system, the cage system, the pentatonic positions, chord tone targeting, modes, anything and everything you could possibly think of is on zombieguitar.com. Stop by, check it out. I'm also very active on my Patreon page, for which I'm adding new lessons to each and every week. And the lessons that are on there are typically based on questions that I receive from the members. So for a very low monthly cost, you get access to every single video that's currently on Patreon and every single new video that I continue to add each and every week. You also get access to every single downloadable thing, such as PDFs or backing tracks and anything else that's downloadable. And you're also encouraged to send in lesson requests. Those are the types of videos that I make on Patreon. It's basically like a Q&A type of thing. All right, so if you want to check those things out, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Let's get on to today's lesson. So what is an arpeggio? An arpeggio is just a chord, but you're playing the individual notes one at a time. So take the A minor chord, for example. We could play an A minor chord like this. The notes of an A minor chord are A, C, and E. So if I just play the notes A, C, and E, A, C, E, A, C, E, that's an A minor arpeggio right there. I could move that whole thing up 1 octave, and I could start here, so A, C, E, A, C, E. So there's an A minor arpeggio. I could take my pinky, I could put it on the note A right here, and I could play A, C, E, A, C, E like this. I could take my second finger, I could put it on the note A, and I could play an A minor arpeggio like this. So that was 3 different ways to play A string rooted arpeggios. Alright, so I played an A minor type of arpeggio, but if I wanted to play an E minor arpeggio in 3 different ways, I would just start here. Or if I wanted to play a D minor arpeggio, I would just start here. The same 3 shapes would apply. It's just the root is on the A string. That's the thing to keep in mind. So let's look at E string, low E string rooted arpeggios. So if I wanted to play an A minor arpeggio starting on this A right here, 5th fret of the low E string, I could play it like this. So A, C, E, A, C, E, A, C, E, A, C, E, ending on the A. So I could play the exact same thing, but I could start by using my pinky and putting it on the note A right here, and I can play That's another way to do it. I could also play the exact same arpeggio starting with my middle finger on the note A right here. And this one I'm about to play is going to take up more fretboard area. This is going to look like this. So that's actually my favorite one of the three, where you have your root on the low E string. All right, so that was 3 different ways to play minor arpeggios with the root on the A string, and then 3 different ways to play minor arpeggios with the root on the low E string. Of course, these shapes are movable, so I just started on the note A, or on the note A up here. If I wanted to play, say, like a B minor arpeggio, instead of starting on the note A, I would just start on the note B, and I have my same options available. Or. So that's the other cool thing about the guitar. Everything is movable. You know, these shapes you can apply to any minor arpeggio. It just depends on where you start at. You could start on the note A, play your A minor arpeggios. You could start on the note B, play your B minor arpeggios. Start on the note C, play your C minor arpeggios. Same shapes. It just depends on where your starting point is. All right. So those were the minor arpeggios. Let's look at some major arpeggios now. All right, so we're going to keep the root note the same, so we're going to do A major arpeggios now. So we can start out by looking at the notes of an A major chord. So here's just a basic A major chord in the open position. So the notes are A, C sharp, and E. So here's an A, C sharp, E. A, C sharp, E. So so that's one way to do it. We could just take that whole thing, move it up an entire octave, and we'll play the exact same thing. All right, so that's one of the shapes. We could then take our pinky, put it on the note A, play it like this. We could then take our middle finger, put it on the note A, play it like this. All right, so there's 3 shapes for the A string rooted arpeggios. Let's look at some E string rooted arpeggios. Again, we're going to start on this A. So we can play it like this. We could play it like this. We could play it like this. All right, so there was 3 examples of the exact same arpeggio played in 3 different ways with the root on the low E string. So that was 3 minor arpeggios rooted on the A string, 3 major arpeggios rooted on the A string, 3 minor arpeggios rooted on the low E string, 3 major arpeggios rooted on the low E string. And of course, there's more ways to do it as well. There's always going to be multiple ways to do things on the guitar. Just knowing that the A minor arpeggio is the notes A, C, and E, or that the A major arpeggio is the notes A, C sharp, and E, you have this whole fretboard. There's A's, C's, and E's all over the place. There's A's, C sharps, and E's all over the place. All right, so that's going to do it for today's lesson. The main purpose of this video was just to get you guys thinking in some different ways than you may not already be doing. That's the cool thing about the guitar. There's always going to be multiple ways to accomplish the exact same thing, always going to be multiple approaches. That's what's so fun about this thing. So that's going to be it for today's video. Thanks for watching. See you next time.